You've never seen a handmade creation this impressive. These ordinary copper plates in front of you, after a master's traditional craftsmanship, can be sold for a five-figure price. It's practically a work of art. The master uses pliers to cut and separate the copper plate at intervals. This way the other side can be embedded inside. Then after hammering and resetting it, they can be connected together. Once done, the surface is coated with flux and the copper wire is quickly welded with a blowtorch. Next, the welded copper ring is placed on a steel pipe mold. Through repeated hammering, the connection marks are gradually eliminated. At the same time, scissors are used to smooth the edges. Then it is placed into a groove on the workbench to continue hammering from the inside. This step mainly shapes the object into the desired form. Don't be fooled by how casually the master strikes the metal. Every hammer strike is purposeful. The force and direction of the strikes are very important, combined with the master's patience and attention to detail. Only then can the perfect shape be achieved. Next, the master takes scissors to evenly cut one end of the object into a gear shape. This is to allow it to connect with another component. You can tell just by watching the master's skillful technique how impressive his craft is. At the same time, more copper sheets are cut and processed using the same method. These are then connected to form another part of the object. I won't go into too much detail here, but those with good hands-on skills can probably understand what's going on. However, it's important to note that the opening of the parts being hammered must match the size of the other part so they can connect perfectly. Now at this point, can you guess what the master is making? Feel free to leave your guess in the comments and see if you're right. Once the parts are connected, they're coated with flux again and welded with a blowtorch. After welding, they're quickly submerged in water to cool. Then they are soaked in a blue acidic liquid. This cleans off any impurities left on the surface, achieving the desired color. But this isn't the end. The master continues hammering, from top to bottom, striking one hammer blow after another to create a honeycomb surface. The bottom is left with a ring, then evenly cut with scissors. The same process applies, cutting it into a gear shape. Then a pre-cut copper circle is fitted into place. This forms the bottom of the object. After the edges are sealed, welded, soaked, and further hammered and polished, the bottom of the object becomes much more rounded. Next, the master starts hammering the other end, expanding it outward. Meanwhile, aluminum wire is bent into a circle. This is then placed around the outside and hammered to tighten and secure it. This not only keeps the bottleneck from deforming but also makes it smoother, preventing cuts during use. Once finished, the master places it over the flame to heat, then coats both the interior surface and outer layer with a layer of silver. Now the whole thing looks even more beautiful. Finally, two hooks are fixed on either side. A handle is attached and the lid is placed on top. At this point, a beautifully crafted copper kettle made using traditional techniques is complete. I really have to admire the master's extraordinary skills and brilliant creativity. So what do you think of this handmade copper kettle? Out of 100 points, how many would you give it? Follow my channel for more exciting content in the next episode.